Good evening, friends, and welcome to a live session on patient story with Crohn's and colitis squad. Today we have with us Mr. Antonio Diniz. He retired as a teacher from Indian School Muscat in 2005. He is an educationist, investment advisor, social worker, and sports lover, especially soccer and tennis. He enjoys English literature, movies, instrumental, and classic music. He's been an ostomy since 2006 because of surgery for ulcerative colitis. Thank you so much for joining us today, sir.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Nikhil and Shubham, and the other members of Crohn's and colitis me on your uh, new episode called Patient Story.
Shall we start, sir?
I'm ready.
Okay. So, sir, first question. Please tell us about your early symptoms and your journey up to a successful diagnosis of ulcerative colitis.
My early symptoms started when I was a student with loose motions, which was diagnosed as dysentery, which was treated successfully. But the traces of that remain for a long time. Then I graduated, started working, went to Muscat. There I started experiencing difficulty in passing motion. And then I had to make repeated efforts. Slowly I found that there would be blood in my stools. I saw a doctor, physician, who conducted tests and thought maybe it was a repetition of dysentery. Gave some medicine, it slightly subsided, but then it was not fully cured, and normal stool test would not respond. So he sent me to a gastroenterologist in a hospital. The gastroenterologist conducted colonoscopy. Through colonoscopy, he diagnosed that I had inflammation of my large intestine, which we call as colon, and he says it is a sure sign of ileostomy. So that's how my colitis was came to know or discovered.
When was it diagnosed, sir?
It is somewhere in mid 90s, 1990s, from 95, 96.
Okay.
So, long
sir,
time back.
Yeah. How did you manage till this surgery?
See, when after the test, and it was diagnosed that it was ileostomy, the doctor prescribed me some medicine, a single medicine called as citalopram, which were tablets. I had to take about 5 tablets at a time, 3 times a day. That is about 15. They were quite effective, provided you took them regularly. But the problem with that, they had slight side effects. It would give you headache, and then you make you uneasy. But it controlled my blood in the stools and the loose motion. So after some time, I reduced my dose myself. Instead of 5 tablets a day, I made 5 tablets at a time to 2 tablets at a time, making it 6. And like that, I managed for about 9 years until 2005 without major problems.
So, what specific surgery did you have, and what were the reason for surgery?
Now, in 2005, I came to Goa. And once you come to Goa, you know, life is very easy. I started taking part, frequenting social functions, family gatherings. And doctor earlier had advised me that I have to maintain strict diet. no pungent food, no very little alcohol and red meats. But in Goa, I completely neglected that, and somewhere in September, October 2006, the symptoms came back again. They came more severely. So when I went to my family doctor, he says it could be piles or hemorrhoids. I went to a specialist. He gave me treatment for hemorrhoids. With that, it came down. But then after some time, it came back again. So somewhere in November, it became very acute. And he told me, I think your colitis has come back. You make an appointment with a doctor in Apollo Hospital, gastroenterologist. I went there and he told me it's an acute sign of ileostomy, and that I had to be admitted immediately because there was heavy bleeding which would not stop. And on 29th of November, I was admitted. And from then onwards, the flow of blood to motions continued unabated. So I had to be given blood transfusion. So until 2000, December 12th, I was given about 20 pints of blood. But then it would not solve my problem. The pain was unbearable. I could not sleep for at least 2 weeks. So I pleaded with the doctor that I should be operated. And so he conducted the surgery of removing my large intestine, which we call colon. And he called it as a total colectomy because the entire colon was removed. And we commonly call it as ileostomy.
Sir, did you take steroids or did you had biologics before this surgery?
Yeah, during the treatment from say December 1 to December 12, they gave me different kinds of medicine, including steroids. The doctor used to tell me. So I told him, if you think steroids will be good, please do that. But steroids produced no effect. Bleeding continued until surgery.
Okay. Next question. How was your recovery process after the surgery?
The recovery was pretty slow, very painful because I had lost a lot of blood. I had become very, very weak. And I had no appetite for food at all. So the very sight of food made me to puke or vomit. So I was given all artificial kind of different type of injections and IVs, and it took a lot of time. I felt very weak. I could not stand myself without anybody's support. I could not hold anything in my hand. So weak I had become. So it was very tough. However, my wife and my two daughters were with me, both in the hospital and later on at home, which gave me a lot of support. And I managed to stand on my feet with difficulty, hold things in my hand also with difficulty, but gradually things started improving.
How has life been after surgery? Are you satisfied with your current quality of life?
See, a surgery like ileostomy and the need to use a bag because after ileostomy is done, your large intestine is removed and they fix a two-piece attachment by opening the end of the small intestine to the outside. So the very presence of this bag, two-piece attachment, makes your life not very comfortable. And initially you feel that you are like a misfit, and you get a lot of thoughts how you are going to manage life. Because initially, even to fix that bag, two-piece bag, is a difficult task. So to obtain also this ostomate products, these bags and other things related to ileostomy or colostomy are called as ostomy products. So the ordinary pharmacies here in Goa we are not having. However, as I started recovering, I went on search engines and found out where this product or materials could be available. Finally, I came across the Ostomy Association of India, which had all the necessary products. And the quality of life to come back to its original takes a very long time. It is not immediate and depends also how much you have suffered before you underwent ileostomy.
Are there any restriction on diet or physical activity?
See, there are no restriction diet at all, except that you should eat smaller portion of food, because since you don't have a large intestine where the waste food is stored, your small intestine after digestion immediately throws the waste out, which comes to the bag. So you have to empty that bag every 3 to 4 hours. And therefore, you cannot have heavy food. There are no restrictions of food. At least in my case, I have no, except that I have to eat light food, smaller quantities, so that I can control my motions or emptying of waste matter. That is the only restriction.
And what about physical activity, sir?
No, physical activities, see, in my case, see, by the time all this happened, I had crossed 60. But I used to go for my usual walk. Even now I go for my walk, I'm 74 years old. However, if you do, the problem is the bag, which is fixed on the external part of your body. So when you do physical activity and you start sweating, especially in the summer, the attachment becomes loose and comes out. And that is the only restriction. But in the cold countries, this may not be there. In Goa, being a humid place, you sweat a lot. That's the only restriction of undertaking any heavy physical activity. Otherwise, there are no restrictions.
Did your experience impact your mental health, and in what ways?
See, experiencing impact on one's mental health is unavoidable. Initially, you feel that you no longer are a normal person. You feel totally handicapped and need constant assistance from the people around you, technically to do everything. Sometimes you feel like a misfit and lose hope. However, at this point, your inner strength, such as determination, courage, willpower, win over your handicap. Reality takes over and you start feeling much better and slowly starts developing hope, perseverance and courage of conviction, assuring yourself that you can come back to normal life, if not fully, but at least partially. Time is the best healer. You regain control of your thoughts, action and plans, and situation normalizes. Being positive in your attitude is a great asset, which can take you to almost your normal life.
So, sir, can you tell us how can we be like positive, keep our mindset positive in these difficult circumstances?
Yeah, see, first of all, you have to tell yourself that uh, uh, that you need to depend on yourself. You can't keep on depending on others. So you start forming what is known as a positive attitude to yourself and make a great effort, mental effort. Uh, you tell yourself, no, I will win over this. I will do this myself. I will not constantly ask the help of my people around me. I will try to be normal. So this, on the long run, has got a positive effect on both your mind and body. And with that, you are able to win over your handicap, and gradually you come to almost your normal self. That is the way. There is no magic formula, but constant effort and perseverance in what you intend to do.
So do you have a good support system at home or otherwise?
Yes, fortunately, my wife was there. In the hospital, she was throughout with me all my days of stay. Then my younger daughter is with me. The elder daughter is always available whenever we need. So this makes and made my life very comfortable, and that's what is initially very much needed. But once you come back to normal, then you can. There is no need of their constant support.
So did you like tell your wife before marriage that you had this problem?
No, I had see. This problem came much later when I was around 58, 59. So
Okay,
there was no question of telling my wife.
okay.
But there are some younger people who get it. Um, they will have this problem, so that they have to be very open and tell their partners if they are already married or they intend to get married, because acceptance of your handicap by the opposite partner and their family is very important, because this is a
Yeah,
long term handicap. It
yeah.
cannot be treated overnight, nor it can go away no matter what you do.
What was the reaction of your family when they first came to know about your disease and after the surgery?
The reaction, in my case, because um was there was no reaction. There was only sympathy, help, assistance, and they tried to make everything comfortable to me, because they knew that a disease like this, which is a genetic disease, it is not possible to avoid. There are certain diseases may be avoided, but this one no. So complete support, sympathy, and assistance I received from my um closer members, family members, friends, and so it was fine for me. I had no problems.
So there is one viewer question. As a person who has observed challenges in being diagnosed and put on right medication with IBD quickly in India, what was the situation like in 1995 to 2005 during your journey of making hospital rounds in India?
See, I was in Goa, and the only hospital which was available to me, a good hospital at that time, was Apollo Hospital, which was around 3 or 4 kilometers from my house. So that way, I was very lucky that there was a good surgeon and good gastroenterologist who diagnosed my ileostomy, and the surgeon performed my surgery. And I didn't experience any problem. What was required were the finances, because if you don't have sufficient money with you, then life can be difficult. You may not be able to get the surgery performed immediately unless and until you raise your finances. And these are the difficulties. Otherwise, as far as I am concerned, I did not have problem. But when I speak to others who are less fortunate, who don't have a good financial support, and people who come from illiterate poor families, they find it very difficult, because ileostomy, colostomy, Crohn's colitis are rare diseases, and there is no much information and knowledge. Uh, there are some nurses, and they were never heard. There is nearby. There is a hospital. I went and I told that I have got ileostomy, and the nurse asked, "What is ileostomy?" So awareness about this type of diseases are very rare. And therefore, unfortunately, people who get this type of illness may not be getting all the necessary help from even medical fraternity.
So, how does your experience back then compare to awareness within patients or doctors compared to now?
Pardon? Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. How does your experience back then compare to awareness within patients or doctor is now?
Even now, it depends, which hospital you go. These family doctors and normal physicians are not very conversant with this type of diseases. Unless and until you go to some surgeon, because mine was not a single surgery. You develop afterwards complication. 20% of the people who go the first surgery can have a repeat surgery, because after a year I had a twist of my small intestine, and unfortunately the doctor who has operated me was not available. So there was nobody. I had to be rushed to Bombay Hospital. In Bombay, I was fortunately during that 1 year I came into contact with one doctor who immediately attended on me and performed surgery. So you can see that not all hospitals are equipped to do this type of surgery. Then after 2 years or almost 3 years, I developed a new complication around my stoma, and I had to undergo another surgery, that is third surgery. Fortunately, by that time, another doctor had come from Bombay who was trained at Tata Memorial Hospital. He performed the surgery. So almost 3 or 4 surgeries I underwent, because 20 to 25% of people with ileostomy or Crohn's colitis could be subjected for additional surgeries. So having doctors with a good know-how of dealing with patients with ileostomy is very important. Otherwise, life can be very tough. Like I had to be rushed to Bombay immediately. I had to raise finances. Fortunately, I had family members close to me who immediately gave me the necessary finances, brought me the ticket. And then my daughter was working in Bombay. She did all the help and all that. So as you can see, life can be tough for ileostomate or ostomates.
Sir, how was your experience compared to the first surgery? How was your experience about the additional surgery that you had to do compared to the first surgery that you did?
See, the experience is only in terms of money. In Bombay, it was 2 times more expensive than in Goa. Otherwise, they were all good. Each surgery was a successful surgery. I have no complaint neither against doctors nor hospitals nor nurses. Wherever I went, those hospitals were equipped with both operation theaters, doctors, nurses, and therefore I never experienced any difficulty. That is my experience when I compare almost 4 surgeries which I underwent.
Sir, how do you obtain your supplies? Are the cost manageable?
Yeah, see, as I told you earlier, there is one association called Ostomy Association of India. The association is having an office in Mumbai and branches in different parts of India. They provide a very good support to ostomates by making ostomy products available at discounted rates and also making home delivery. They also organize counseling, seminars, meetings to educate and offer advice and information required by ostomates. If you buy directly there are now many stores, even in Goa, who supply ostomy products, but they don't give any discount. And there is no support neither from government nor from insurance companies for money which you spend on buying these products. So I order directly my necessities online with Ostomy Association of India in Mumbai. They send it by courier and I pay courier charges and they offer you a very good discount, 25 to 30%. Because most of these materials are not made in Goa. They imported from Europe, Ireland, England, US, and therefore they tend to be expensive, especially in terms of dollar rupee rate. When the rupee goes down, the cost of these products increase. However, Ostomy Association of India, somehow they managed to keep the prices as before. I have people around me, I have given advise these people to get their materials from Ostomy Association, because they take orders even on the phone or on email, and they have got latest methods of making payment. So that is one consolation and a big help from Ostomy Association of India.
Which brand of bag are you using?
See, initially I was treated with a two-piece attachment by the hospital, which was Hollister. So I used Hollister product for almost 5 years. Then I read about Coloplast, and I found Coloplast product were more suitable to me. So for last 5 years, 5 or 6 years, I'm using Coloplast two-piece set, the one which attaches on the skin called as flange, and attached to the flange there is a bag. So both products I use from Coloplast. However, there is one paste which is attached to the, it makes contact between the skin and the flange, that I still buy from Hollister because I am very happy with it.
After how many days do you change your bag?
I change, see, when I was using Hollister, I had to change every 5 to 6 days. Now today only I changed after 9 days. Coloplast, I invariably, since I used it, I never had any leakage problem. So 8 or 9 days I use it. I'll change it after 9 days.
Does your advancing age impact your ability to manage your ileostomy? Do you require assistance?
No, fortunately, though I'm 74 years old, I'm managing it all by myself. I don't need anybody's help because my hands are steady, and even though I have got a little bit of spondylitis, and I manage fixing the bag without any problem. But there are people, I met the other day one gentleman, he was telling me he has to give complete health to his mother because right from the beginning after surgery, she was never able to do this attaching the bag or fixing the bag all by herself. So it depends from individual to individual. What I told you in the beginning, it is an effort, mental effort is required to bring yourself to normal life, even doing your own things such as connected with your bag all by yourself.
Did your ostomy ever affect your personal life?
Yeah, ostomy does affect your personal life in the sense you can't, it is a handicap. See, there are problems with it. You can have sudden leakages. You have to, whether you want or not, after 7 or 8 days, you have to change the bag. So you cannot have a life which any normal person has. So from my colostomy, I have never gone on a long holidays. Whenever I have to travel to Bombay or Delhi, I go by plane. I don't go by train with a fear that anything happens in the train, because trains don't have proper toilet. I mean, they have toilets, but not suitable for changes. So every time when you go out to any function, first thing you'll see that, as I told you, that bag has to be emptied every 3 or 4 hours. Whether that place will have a good toilet, clean toilet with running water. Water is very important. If you don't have water, then you are in difficulty, and therefore your personal life does get affected due to this handicap. We call it ileostomy or colostomy.
How was your ostomy received by your friends and professional colleagues?
No, see, when I underwent surgery, I was already retired, so the professional colleagues never came into picture. My friends, my family, they were very, very cooperative. They realized that, in fact, that is the first time they heard the word ileostomy. They never knew such a thing happens, that colon, the large intestine, can be removed completely and still a person can live normally. They were very surprised, and they felt that they have to give me all the help, cooperation, assistance. They were extremely good, and therefore they try to make my life very comfortable. So I have no complaint about anyone of them. That was one thing good about me.
Sir, did you face any discrimination due to ileostomy?
No, see, in my case, discrimination does not come because I don't depend for anything, for any work. Because other than emptying the bag, I am perfectly normal. I go to the bank, I drive, I ride the scooter, I go shopping, and people don't ask you. I mean, this is a handicap which is invisible handicap. Unless and until you are, so far I have not been caught in any circumstances in which I have to plead that or explain to them I have got ileostomy, I got a bag of that. So far for me, that experience has never come. But there may be other people who are working, who are in active life. For them, life will be slightly different because they don't have the freedom which I have got. I can go out whenever I want, I can come back whenever I want. But working people, especially those, there are some people who travel by bus or by train every day by 2, 3 hours in crowded circumstances. They may be finding difficulty in managing with this handicap.
So, is it an issue during airport security checks?
Yeah, you know, those people, because see, this security check, especially last few years, has been done not by the police, but special, like military people. They have no idea. They touch, and when you touch, they feel there is something there. And nowadays, they found people carry gold, foreign currency, and then, in spite of, I have got a booklet issued by Ostomy Association of India saying that I carry a bag, but a lot of explanation. And see, most of them speak only Hindi, and my Hindi is not good. Becomes a bit difficult. Only during that time. Otherwise, there is no problem. Some of them, now have become familiar that there are people who travel. There is not only ileostomy, there is also people with urine, they carry bags. Urostomy, they call it.
Yeah.
And therefore, explaining to them and getting clearance becomes a bit difficult.
Has the experience caused any perspective shift?
No, not in my case. As I told you, I am a retired person and I am in my proper faculties, and I manage all my affairs myself. And therefore, this perspective shifts have not come into play because of my independence. But this may not be true in everybody's case because people, a lot of estimates are dependent financially and even otherwise to get their products, and they may have to adapt to a different style of life.
Your story has been published by a magazine. You have a Facebook page where you clearly mention that you wish to meet more iliostomates. Why do you think connecting with fellow ostomates and sharing stories is important?
See, ileostomy or colostomy are rare kind of handicaps, not very common, and the ostomate, particularly women in India, feel it like a taboo to talk or discuss about it. See, I have got some known friends, who are women who are ostomates. However, they will never talk about it. They don't want to touch that issue. So there is a difference between male ostomate and female ostomate. Male ostomate, at least they are more open than female ostomate. Maybe female ostomate could be more open with other female ostomates. Now, it's very important that ostomates talk to other ostomates because there are a lot of advantages. One can get much knowledge, information, and also peace of mind when you discuss that your problems are also similar to other people's problems, and you can give sometimes advice, solution. Because see, over the years, I have experimented a lot of things, and I have made my changing of the bag, two-piece bag, very simple and convenient. And that advice I have given to many people, and they found that because of that, they are managing to keep their bags or changing of the bags for a longer time, 8 days, 9 days. So meeting people and talking to each other is a very important thing.
How do you think we can remove this taboo about ileostomy?
See, ileostomy and colostomy are potential but invisible handicaps. Unlike many other handicaps, the person can't walk properly, can't talk properly, can't see. So you immediately your sympathy comes. Not many people are aware of these handicaps, as there is a little public awareness. You will never, unless and until such sessions are organized, there is no forum to discuss this handicap of ileostomy, colostomy, or colitis. The use of ostomy products are vital to provide ostomate a comfortable, normal life. But they are expensive and sometimes difficult to obtain easily. And therefore, on account of this, a discussion at various forums will be very helpful. And now, this discussion should not be available only on Facebook or there are lots of people in the villages who are not exposed to the changing development in the field of ostomy. They still live in the past and they follow the methods which used to follow 10, 15 years ago. So, carrying this discussion, carrying the information, carrying to distant places is very important.
So how has the pandemic affected management of your condition and ostomy supplies?
Yeah, it is a good question because initially when the lockdown was announced, fortunately just before that I had received my my consignment, Ostomy product. However, when I wrote to them ordering more product, they told me that they are sorry because courier services don't work. Even their office staff is not coming. Until the situation normalizes, they will not be able to supply. Fortunately, I had a supply for about 3 months. But within that time, the courier service started, and I did not experience any problem because they managed to send me my requirement. But there are some people that did have a problem. They contacted me, and I was able to provide them with some material which helped them to overcome their difficulties.
Uh, A number of people diagnosed with ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease have an ostomy as well. There are
Yeah.
lakhs of ostomates who got an ostomy because of other reasons. Many of them are young. The experience disrupts their life and changes it in many ways. Yet they receive very little to non existent support. They struggle with social integration, continuing studies, finding jobs, partners, among other things. Do you think India as a country is equipped to support such individuals? What changes do you think, if any, are required?
See, as I told you, this ostomates, especially younger people, are in a younger people who have no jobs are in a very tough situation. So also people who are poor, who whether like or not have to buy their products regularly. Otherwise, they are fully grounded. They can't have a normal life. Therefore, it is that both government and of younger people who are unemployed or younger people who are employed but have their problems. I feel that some reservation of jobs should be done both by government and corporate so that these people, which are perfectly normal physically and mentally, except for the handicap, they can serve as well as others. Also, insurance companies, they don't take into account the money which you spend, nor even the income tax department. There is no provision that unless and until I went to a doctor and he puts under different category and then you claim for the expenses. Because ostomates are a reality. It is not something which is once in a while. And as the time passes, I think the number of ostomates will increase. And therefore, provision to take care of them by the government and by the corporates is very, very important so that they become a part of the society like any other individual. That is very important.
Do you think there should be healthcare and other support policies for people with ostomates, especially if they are young?
Certainly, there should be, because as I told you, it's being ostomate is a handicap, invisible handicap. So financially weak and poor ostomate should be given some kind of subsidies to buy ostomy product. As I told you, most ostomy products are imported and they are expensive. So government and insurance companies must give financial support. So also income tax department does not should make a provision to give exemption to the amount spent on ostomy product. A sustained campaign has to be started to bring about awareness to highlight the problems and difficulties faced by ostomates. Corporates too must be roped in so that they provide employment to ostomates based on their qualification and aptitudes. So it's very important, that more and more awareness to be created, and it should be created openly, that every member of population should know that there is ileostomy, ostomy, or urology are real, and they are people who have undergone such cases are handicapped and they need help, especially monetary help and in terms of employment and subsidy to buy the product.
And finally, sir, if you could say one thing to someone about to get an ostomy, worried about their future, what would that be?
Say, being an ostomate on account of ileostomy, colostomy, or Crohn's colitis is unavoidable. It is reality. In reality, it is a genetic disorder, and genetic disorders cannot be fought back. They can be only delayed, but eventually you will have to become a victim of that. To worry about what future holds for them is a natural consequences. However, it does not take away from you your independence. Very important, because you have become an ostomate. You are not dependent. It does not take away your independence. Intellectual faculties and physical abilities to function as a normal person. Every ostomate can function as intellectually fit and like any other normal person. Within certain limitation, one can certainly live, behave, and perform like any other person. So, for all practical reasons, every ostomate should consider himself that he is a normal person, independent. And only thing, try to take care of a few disadvantages which come with the handicap. Otherwise, you can be a perfectly normal person.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your story and experience, and for the importance that you told about having a positive mindset for having like these chronic diseases that we have.
Thank you. Same to you. I must be thankful to you, to Nikhil, and other members of your Crohn and colitis squad for giving me this opportunity to take part in a new episode called Patient Story. Thank you once again.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. And I think we are very blessed to have you with us. And yeah, it's like we feel very honored to have talked to you, and thank you for sharing all your views and experiences. I think it will
Thanks,
give us a
Nikhil.
lot to think about.
It
and-
was very nice of you to
Yeah.
consider me as one of the persons who could have speak on your show.
So
Thanks
you have
once
always
again.
been like, especially for me, like in my experience, like the advice that you have given me in the beginning, that was very
Yeah.
good. And even though like I lost contact, I followed that advice, and it really helped me.
My wife used to ask many times, what happened to that young man? I said, no, we lost contact. And once I tried to call you, your number also had changed.
Yes, sir.
But when I compare your way of talking now and then, there is a vast difference.
Thank
At
you,
that
sir.
time, you sounded very desperate
Yeah,
and very unsure of yourself. Today, you are totally different. You are very sure of yourself. You value your independence, and you are back to normal, except maybe you small things which have come with the handicap.
Yes.
So I wish you all the best
Yeah, thank
for
you, sir.
every ostomate which has participated in this
Yes,
program.
yes, sir. And thank you for your time. Thank you for speaking to us. Thank you for such a lovely talk.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, thank you,
Good
sir.
night.
Goodbye.
Good night. Thank you, sir.
Good night and goodbye and good night.
Goodbye. Good night.
Shivam.